Hey, Heather at Blog It Simple here. Welcome back to my How to Start a WordPress blog. This is lesson 3. In lesson 3, I'm going to talk about how to select and install a blog theme. So a blog theme on WordPress is what makes your site look the way it does. So the colors, the fonts, the layout, that all has to do with your theme. It doesn't really have to do with your content, so your actual post, words, and your pages. It has to do with how your blog looks. A theme can affect how well your site performs. So there are themes that can have tons and tons of code and options, and they can really slow down your site. So you want to pick your theme carefully because it can really affect your site performance and how well your site can grow and how well users can use your site. So there are a couple options for themes. There are free themes and there are paid themes. So there are approximately 6,000 free themes for WordPress right now. Most of them are available on what is called the WordPress.org repository. WordPress allows developers and designers to submit free themes. They review them to make sure the code is good, that they're done the way WordPress recommends, and then you can download them free right in your WordPress dashboard. There are other free WordPress themes on the repository that you can find, and some of those are good too, but for the most part, I would kind of stick to the free repository. There are also paid themes, and there are many thousands of paid themes that you can find at places like ThemeForest and Creative Market, and even on Etsy and on individual designer shops like the Simple Theme Company, My Theme Shop. When you're first starting out, I really recommend, especially when you're just building your site and adding your posts and pages, start with a free theme. Don't add more expenses. Themes can cost anywhere from $20 to $200. So really get started with a free theme. If you absolutely can't find a theme after you've played around with a few free themes, then definitely consider a premium theme. And when your blog starts to grow, you can definitely consider a premium theme, but get started with free themes. I mean, there's over 6,000 to choose from. I've compiled a list of more than 20 free themes that are really awesome. They look great. They have some good features for free themes, and most importantly, they are well coded and they load very quickly. So if you want to click on the button down under the video, this 20 best free WordPress blog themes, I give you a rundown of the free themes that I recommend. There's links to where you can look at the demos. There's links to where you can download and install them. In this tutorial though, I'm going to show you how to find those free themes and how to install themes on your site. So when you log into your dashboard, you want to go to that appearance link and hover over it and then click on themes. So this links you directly to the repository. You're going to have a couple free themes installed, 2017, 2016, 2015. Every year WordPress puts out a free theme. It's like their theme of the year. We don't have one for 2018 yet for some reason, but so when you install your WordPress, most hosts install those themes automatically, and they automatically install the most recent one. But you can definitely get more themes than this. Don't think this is the limit. So you're going to click on Add New Theme. This links you directly to the repository, and you're just going to see a few free themes on the first page. These are just kind of the featured themes that WordPress.org has picked to feature. This page actually has some that I recommend. I believe Placid is one of the ones I recommend. But this is just a smattering. A good way to look is to look at popular. And you're going to see there's 3,079. There's actually more themes on the repository than that. But these are just the really popular ones. So you can see there are just lots of different options. Brighty is one that I recommend. Kale is one that I recommend from my list. You can pick any of these. I know the name of the theme I want to use, so I'm going to look for it over here. And I just type it into the search box. It's called Lucian. It's one of the ones on my list. If you want to know more about a theme, you can click on the details and preview, and it's going to put it right on your site. So this is actually what my site looks like right now. And you're going to see this is what this theme looks like without really, I haven't added much content to my site yet. So I can choose install, And then if I want to activate that theme, I'm just going to go ahead and click activate. And this is now the active theme Lucian on my site. If I want to see theme details, like this is the person who makes it, the theme shop that makes it, I can go visit their site. If I want to learn a little bit more about Theme Furnace, they may have documentation on helping you get set up. This just tells you a little bit about the site and what version it is. So you can definitely add, maybe you want to add a couple just to get a look, to have a couple to try. So I'm going to add Righty is another one, so you just click install. I don't want to activate it because the other one is still active, but you could install a couple themes. I wouldn't go crazy and install too many because you don't want to clutter up your hosting, but that is how simple it is to install a theme on your site. So now I want to see what my site looks like now that I've added a new theme. So I'm just going to go and refresh it. It's pretty basic. I don't have a menu yet. I have my first post, but it doesn't really have an image or anything. So we're going to go set about fixing that. So I'm going to go into my posts first. And I'm going to do what's called add a featured image. Featured image, a lot of themes use. To display image or display your posts in a really nice way. And this is just like the main image, the representative image for your post. And you can definitely add more images. But I'm just going to add a featured image so that my site looks a little better. So there we go. That just gives you an idea of what it will look like. And there's a menu actually right there. It's added, the only page I have on my site so far is my privacy policy. And go take a look at that. So to customize and see what kind of options your site has or your theme has, you can go to Appearance Customize. Site identity is where you can upload a logo. So you would just select a logo, you would upload it from your site, click Select Files. Find your logo in your files. I'm just going to upload my Blog It Simple logo as an example. I'm going to select it. Sometimes you have to crop. Like this guy is way too big. I'm going to skip cropping for what they recommend. And then it should update. Whoa, that's really big. So I would probably want to upload a slightly smaller image. You can also add a site icon, which is like a favicon, which I happen to have one right here. Now you'll see right up here, my favicon been added. This theme has some color settings, so if I use the text, this header text, I can change my color. So I just click on the select color and I can change that color. It looks like this affects specifically the tagline. And then you can also select a background color. Most themes have this option. So it's really simple to do. You can also type in your own hex color if you don't want to pick from the picker. And to get it back to the default, just always click the default. You can also add a background image instead of a logo. You can add a background image to your site as a whole instead of a background color. There's some homepage settings. We'll talk about those later. This site has a carousel, so do I want to show my post carousel? Yes. If I want to pick a specific category and how many posts. And that's actually this right here is a post carousel. If I had more than one post, it would kind of cycle through those, and then it has a nice grid layout down below. So your changes won't take effect until you actually click Publish here in the Customizer. You can actually save draft. So if you're working on customizing, say your theme has a ton of customizer options, you can save your draft and then click Save Draft. And then it has this draft down here. Or you can schedule, say you want your changes to be effective tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning, you can make all these change settings and then you can schedule your setting. Or if you just want to go ahead and publish them now, you're going to select publish and click the publish button. And then I would go view my blog, and now I have that crazy huge logo, which I'm going to go ahead and remove. So if you want to change the logo, just go back into your site identity logo settings. You can click change logo. So if I need to upload a different size one, or I can just remove it and click publish. So that's a basic overview of what's called the customizer, where you go to appearance, customize. That's where you're going to do a lot of your customizations. You can even set up your menus and widgets in here, which we'll talk about later. Some sites, some themes are going to have a lot more options, particularly premium themes. They're going to have a ton of options. Most free themes just have some basic options. That's one of the reasons I recommend why you should start with a free theme, so that you don't get overwhelmed by all the options. It's nice to be able to upload your own logo and to maybe change some background colors. But some of the free themes are just attractive the way they are. And so to get started for free is just a really good idea. So let's move on to the next lesson, and I'll see you there.